Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins recap video of the Yankees. As you can tell by my voice inflection going down, the Yankees beat the Twins yesterday, and it was an awful game. It really kind of sucked. We're going to talk about it. I'm not too frustrated about it for the one reason being that they took the series sweep. They lost 2-0 yesterday. They tie the series, which is ultimately what's important, because the Twins before this game literally had only won 2 games since 2017 in Yankee Stadium. So what, they matched their total from the previous year. So I'm okay with a split. Now, they won the first 2 games of the series. You would have thought they could have maybe snuck another one in there, but they faced Gerrit Cole in this one, and Gerrit Cole could be the Cy Young this year, the way he is pitching right now, because it was insane. So, Gerrit Cole, 4-0 on the year, has less than 1 ERA. He held the Twins to 2 hits, had a complete game shutout. That was the game. That was literally everything that it was, and it was awful. If you're a Twins fan, I hope you turned this one off, or at least, I don't know, did something more productive with your time than watch this one. The only 2 guys to get hits were Donovan Solano and Michael A. Taylor. Michael A. Taylor, let me tell you what, this guy has been doing things for the Twins. He has been, I would say, the most consistent as of late. Trevor Larnach has really started to slump, was 0 for 2 yesterday, did draw a walk, the only walk of the day. The Twins had 3 base runners, by the way. That's it. So, you're not going to win a game when you have 3 base runners. They went 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. They had 2 guys left on base. That you're not going to win any games this year with that. I mean, maybe you might get lucky with a 1-0 victory. You hit a home run like that happened in that Marlins game. But, yeah. You're not winning a game this year doing that. The Twins struck out 10 times, all of which were at the hands of Gerrit Cole because he was the only one who pitched in this game. But, man, you put up 9 runs in the first inning of the first game against the Yankees. And like I said, I hope that they didn't score all of their runs in that game. They kind of did. And it was just really, really disappointing. Really, really disappointing. I didn't get to watch it because I was driving home from the South Bend Cubs game. Man, that was just... dude, that minor league game, it ended 10-2, was a better game than this one. But it's just ugly. The 2 scorers the 2 runs were scored off the bat of DJ LeMahieu. That was it. That was literally it. DJ LeMahieu hit a solo shot, and he had an RBI single. That's it. And it sucks. Both of which came against Pablo Lopez. Let's talk about Pablo Lopez here, because I've rambled, for 3 minutes now about how bad this game was. We're going to forget about it. Let me give you the line on Pablo, and then we'll talk about Pablo, because he got an extension. So let's talk about that. He went 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. That's a pretty good start. That's pretty good. If he does that every single time, they will win a lot of games, and, depends on how many runs they put up. Obviously, if you don't score, you're not going to win, but, that is exactly what you want out of an ace, out of one of your best pitchers, the guy who you just went out and paid $73.5 million for, but the guy who you traded your all-star for. That's exactly what you want every single time, even if he didn't have his best stuff, right? Went out there, shoved for 6 innings, gave the team a chance, and the team let them down. I mean, you're facing Gerrit Cole. What can you really expect? But Griffin Jax, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, and Emilio Pagan had an inning of clean work. Did allow a walk, but that was it. Twins pitching has been amazing this year. It really, really has. You cannot put this game on Pablo Lopez. It just sucks that they lost. Because Pablo Lopez, just like we win Miami, he did really good. He was fine. Under 4 ERA, really bad around that 3 ERA, 10-10 record, though, because the Marlins were just bad in his starts, didn't score any runs. That's why Sandy still loses like 5 or 6 games a year, is because they lose 1, 2, 3, nothing. Now, Sandy hasn't been great this year, but you understand what I'm saying is, like, if you get no run support, you're not going to win games, and it looks bad on the pitcher. But like I said, I want to talk about Pablo Lopez in this one because he just signed a 4-year extension. I was going to make this its own video, but it kind of honestly fits right into this one because he started that game, so easy transition. But the Twins closed on a 4-year, $73.5 million contract for Pablo Lopez. He is going to be in Minnesota for a while, and that's really exciting for Twins fans. I honestly don't care about the money. Like, I know pitchers are always a risk, and that's always what the conversation is about the Twins, is like, what are they going to do with pitching? How much are they going to spend? Why don't they go out and spend real money on pitchers long term? Like, with injuries, yes, it happens, but I like this. I like this a lot because you're locking up a guy who literally is your ace. He's in his prime right now, and pitchers who are good now tend to get a little bit better as they age a little bit. And he'll still be 20. He's 27 right now. He's going to be 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, depending on when his birthday is. But that is pretty amazing that he is going to be in a Twins uniform for the next foreseeable future. And it's kind of like the Carlos Correa situation, right? Like, Carlos Correa will always be known as an Astro because he won a couple World Series with them or whatever, but he's also going to have that cheater asterisk, but whatever. He will be known as a Twin. Like, that is crazy, right? Like, if he stays the full 6 years, which I'm pretty sure he has to, if he stays, he will be, what, if not a year or two within that bubble, like, split even time between Houston and the Twins. He will be known as a Twin, especially if he can lead them to a World Series. Same with Pablo Lopez. Like, we'll see where he's at in 4 years, but this is a guy who started in Miami, did okay there, you know, got his start, but he will be known as a Twin for his career, and that's what's really cool. I honestly think Sonny Gray could, you know, finish his career with the Twins. He could be known as a Twin. Like, that is really cool that that the Twins are spending money in the right place, like on decent pitchers. And again, like I said, I'm not usually one to go out and do that because of injuries. And, like, I mean, you look at, like, Odorizzi, right? Odorizzi was really, really good one year with the Twins, had like 16 wins, I want to say. I don't have him pulled up in front of me, but he was like 8-0 or something. Like, he was nuts. And those numbers are probably wrong, so don't correct me on that, but you get the point. Is he was so good, and now what is he, like a fourth guy? I don't even know where he's at. Is he on the Rangers now or the Braves? I don't know. That's the point. That's literally the point, is that he is not who he used to be, and the Twins got everything out of him that they needed to. The Rays do this every single year. They get everything out of their pitchers, and then they trade them, and then they start over, and they find new guys. Joe Ryan's one of them. They just traded him away to the Twins, but like, those guys, if they want to sign Gray to a long term, if they, I don't know about Malley and Maeda, but, like, I feel like Gray probably deserves a contract extension. Lopez, a guy who they will lock up for at least 4 years in his prime, who could be a lifelong Twin now for the rest of his career, and that's insane. I don't even mind spending $18 million. You're not, like, the thing is, I was complaining last offseason when the Twins didn't go out and attempt to get Scherzer and didn't go out and attempt to get DeGrom. Like, they went out and Pablo Lopez was their target. Pretty much the entire offseason, it said Pablo Lopez, Pablo Lopez, Pablo Lopez. And it was kind of just, who are they going to trade? Are they going to get Kepler away? Are they going to give a Rise away? That was kind of on and off the table, whatever, right? Like, that was their guy. He's a good pitcher. And they got him for, I would say, cheap. Like, not cheap, because, you know, $18 million is still a little bit of payroll, but you didn't have to go out and spend $40 million on a guy like Verlander or Scherzer or DeGrom, right? And I'm not saying that Lopez is on that level, but he's pretty darn close. In 4 starts this year, he's got a 1.73 ERA. He leads the strikeout majors in strikeouts. Like, that is a guy who is an ace for our team, and that is exciting to watch. And hopefully he is one of the guys like Verlander, DeGrom, who get better, throw faster, throw harder, throw more nasty sliders, like, as they age and get older, especially past like just on the other side of their prime, right? Just like on the tail end of their prime, and hopefully it just keeps going. That is a guy who I am riding with. I love it. Like, I don't see how anybody can be upset with this. If you're a Twins fan, you just got a great starter who is at least a 2 starter. I would say maybe he's not the ace, and the Twins try to go get like a Verlander or somebody like that or of that caliber if they can get them for a half season, or maybe, you know, sign a 1-year deal and really push for the World Series. But like, he is a pretty darn good solid 2, if at that, right? And it's so exciting to see that he will be a Twin for the next 4 years. I say that now, but I like what I saw in Miami. I like the hype around him. I've seen what he can do. He's got nasty stuff. That's who the Twins are going to get for the next 4 years. So, at least, right? So, hopefully, good things come from this. But let me know what your thoughts are on the Pablo Lopez extension. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about it. Just toss the Yankees' loss up to a split, and we move on from there. At least we got 2, but I'm happy where this direction of the Twins is headed. Right now it's a little bit frustrating, but we're getting there, right? So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you tomorrow.